future.
Yeah.
It was no.
You
It's
can
just,
guarantee that every one of his mates are passing that photo.
could you
around.
imagine somebody of my generation? I'm 44. Somebody my age doing that in the street, even with a girl that's 25. People would still be like, "You're a weirdo." Google's looking up weirdos.
Somehow, they just listen to you.
Yeah, the FBI going, "I told you not to like the button."
I remember when girls started. For me, it was the Brazilian girls, surfing girls, that would wear the high cut Brazilian style ass bikinis, and maybe that's like 7 years ago now. Now it's like I'm at Nippers every Sunday morning, and they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you.
Drew doesn't even have a kid. What are you doing at Nippers? Especially in that thong. That's a woman's outfit, Drew.
I wear this disguised mustache. No, like, it's impossible for me to not check out
I checked
a woman's ass. Yeah, but I've said this so many times, it's like an instinct. Like, so even if the girls over there go, there's an ass. Wow.
I always check them out.
I just can't stop looking. And every other guy, we have this secret thing, all the dads in the Nippers, we look at each other in the eyes going, you see what I'm saying? We're not, it's totally silent. You see what I'm saying? Yep. It's full on. In all this like world of like, what the world's going through right now.
Did I tell you I'm thinking of adopting?
A kid?
Yeah, I just thought of it just now when you were talking.
Oh.
Get in and swim. You can do it.
All right. 21 and a half
What is?
years old.
Oh.
That's what my dad said my whole life.
Oh,
He was thinking of adopting a
yeah.
half Asian, 21 years old.
Like Woody Allen.
Blonde hair.
Oh, my Woody Allen. Oh, God.
Yeah. He's still with her, I think.
I know. Weird. Hey?
Kind of awkward
Isn't it?
at Christmas. Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Why, when he
apparently,
has to tell her Santa Claus not real?
well, he'd be pretty old right now, Woody Allen. His son, apparently the brother or one of the boys in that same family who was a little younger, he revealed a whole bunch of stuff about that. Like, yep, it's true. I'm telling everyone in the world, but the world didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, when they get to a certain age,
Yeah.
the world kind of goes, eh. Like Rolf Harris over here, that's a huge story.
Yeah.
But we decided not to. I'm sure in the UK it's way bigger. But over here we're like, oh, we just don't want to hear it, man. Like it's a certain age and like, oh, it's just so creepy. But everyone be like, Harvey Weinstein now. Yeah.
I remember when Jimmy Savile blew up as a news story. And I was trying to explain to my partner, who's Australian, who he was. And I said to her, look, this would be like Rolf Harris. I said, this guy was a children's entertainer. It's fucking insanity.
Yeah.
I said, this would be like Rolf Harris to Australians. And then a year later, bong,
Yeah.
he's done too.
I think
But
you said
isn't
that to me.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how, because Rolf Harris, before all that started, he came across as a good, genuine, down-to-earth, really nice, he'd do anything for you kind of guy. And as soon as he got accused of everything, like even his face, like his facial expressions are just so stern and cold now.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
No, I haven't been looking for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't, I haven't Googled him since he went to jail. You know,
But just like, didn't we do a podcast the other day with a photographer? And someone explained to us that, it was Matt.
Matty G.
Matty G told us that we'll always see like photos of like, if you,
Oh,
now that the journalists
that's
will
right.
only show photos of, before it'd be like, here's Elle
It's what
McPherson.
the media
She's looked radiant tonight.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's what the
But
media wants you to see. So
but
they'll
they'll-
go through the photos
They'll
and
go
pick
through the
ones
photos
that
and they'll
look-
find the ones where he's getting out of the car
Yeah.
looking like this,
Oh,
like a
actually-
creep.
Now that you say that, I take my comment back. Sorry,
Yeah,
Rolf.
you can imagine it, right? And they wouldn't say, Rolf Harris has been caught with another thing, and he's getting
Here's
out of the
Rolf
car.
Harris. Smiling. Yeah, no,
Of
they're not going to show
course.
that photo. A
Now I
smiling Rolf
now I
Harris.
feel like I said
10
something
years ago.
dumb.
Well, that's perfect. Makes me sound better. See how it works?
Why have we got Greasy here? You're too
Oh,
smart.
thanks. I thought you were saying fucking go away.
No, but because I was like, I actually listened to a lot of the podcasts like, on the train, like I was telling you, and yeah, I do enjoy the ones that you come. I don't think I've ever listened to one of just you and Drew though.
Oh, the last
That
one was
one.
great. It was.
Oh,
I listened to
trying.
it and was crying, laughing. Listen to it.
I'll have to download
Was it in the car?
No, we were here.
Oh, here.
How long
yeah.
ago? No, you're not talking about the one you were talking about before.
That was
where it
about
didn't-
6 months ago.
That didn't happen because you couldn't get anything hooked
No,
up.
we got it
Yeah,
hooked
that was the
up,
one. We
but
got
yeah.
it hooked up, and then we cracked on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay,
we were
so
just
that's
laughing
6
the whole
months
time.
ago.
For a couple of
I'll go
hours,
looking
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'll go look for it.
Yeah, I
Maybe a
get,
year
Drew
ago.
drops a bunch of my music in there, stuff that I've done
Yeah.
solo
Yeah.
in between because we're talking about songs and stuff.
Yeah.
How is Stone Rising? So the Bastards have changed their name to Stone Rising. I've got to tell you,
Yeah.
just the name just
I
doesn't
listen,
sit
I
with
was
me.
I was outvoted 3-1
I
there,
understand.
and
But the more I think about it,
well, you know, it's really funny because we went to. I've just got back from Ireland. I went to the Phil Lynott tribute show, and I hate the name Stone Rising. I was outvoted 3-1. It's a democracy. I accept living in a democracy. You don't always win. So I just said, right, fuck it. That's the name of the band. Whatever. And then I went to Ireland recently, and I watched Thin Lizzy, and Thin Lizzy tribute night. So it's the anniversary of Phil Lynnott's death. It was like the 2018 anniversary. One of the bands they read out the list of the names of the bands that were going to be on, and the second last band were called Stone Rising.
Oh no.
And
wow.
you know, Linda just looked. Oh no, not Stone Rising. They were called Stone Trigger. And Linda looked at me and kind of went, "See, this."
But next, rising to the stage.
I was like,
"Put your hands
I was
together."
like, it's such a generic name. And then this band Stone Trigger came on, and the guy looked like he was trying to be Bret Michaels in 2018. You know, with the headband and the makeup and all the nonsense. And I just kind of went, "Eee." You know, it was they weren't pulling it off the way you'd want it to be pulled off. You know what I mean? It wasn't goth or rock and roll. It was, you know,
I always
Poison.
think I was driving down
literally.
the roundabout, right? Keep going in a sec. But I was driving around the roundabout the other day thinking about the Sex Pistols. I never really sounded like a dangerous name. Crissy Lee Bates! Woo!
Hello.
She's here. She's here.
That's
Yeah,
keep going.
let me finish this point, right? I was going around the roundabout thinking that the Sex Pistols changed my life when I was a kid.
Yeah, me
like
too.
15, right at the right time. But I didn't actually work out what it really meant. It just sounded really dangerous, right?
Yeah, you just wanted to be a little rebel.
Yeah, like the Sex Pistols. Wow.
Yeah.
Like Guns N' Roses, you know, was another name that I didn't really love at the time, but now I kind of work out. I was like dudes and girls, like you know, Guns, Roses. Then there's like the Strokes, another band. Turns out all the bands that I like have these great names. Like I associate.
Yeah.
I have to like the whole package, and you sort of get to love the name later on because, there's like so many double meanings in that name. I'm not putting that weight on you.
No, I just have to
just
invent.
saying.
I just have to invent. I have to give it meaning. That's the way I come to think of it now. You know, even though I don't like it, the other three love it. I go, right, it's a democracy. I'm gonna work out what I like, and I'm gonna turn this into something I like by visual association. So it'll happen. You know, I'm a graphic artist by trade, so
I reckon.
I'll
I
sort
like
it
some
out.
of. I don't know if it's the same band, but there was when you do that live thing on. Is it YouTube or Facebook? Oh, Facebook
Yeah.
live. Is
Yeah,
that,
you just hold up the button and go live, and you can.
no, wait. Is that what I was watching?
I mean,
There
video
was-
clips like that.
Yeah.
Greasy makes lots of video clips.
clips and like no, because I really liked your music.
Oh
And
yeah, no, I make videos to the music I've done. Yeah.
Is there one with like blue in the title?
Yep.
That's the one I like.
Oh, Waco City Blues.
I think that's it. Yes.
Yeah, no,
I
that's a
really
great.
like that song.
That's a great track and a cool video. You know.
Hello.
Yeah.
We take a better Chrissy.
Unreal.
Grab a
Would you
seat.
like a koala
Nice.
karma?
Would you like a drink? Yeah.
Would you like a koala karma that you like drink? It doesn't.
No, Chrissy's going to have something to eat. She sent me a message saying she's going to have grab something to eat while you're there. No, we'll cruise in and do it. Let us know when you're finished. We have koala
I was
karma.
giving up my seat like a gent.
I drink now. I wasn't drinking last time, but yeah.
Oh, would you prefer a beer then?
Oh, we just got a bottle of Jack Daniels.
What is it called? Yeah.
Koala
Guinness.
karma.
Karma, it's
That's a chill out
non-alcoholic.
drink.
It's called Guinness, Drew.
It's non-alcoholic.
What's a drink? I'll give you both.
Okay.
It's good. It's actually the opposite of an energy drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
It's heroin.
It's just a really good, relaxing drink.
I like it. I like it. It's a new flavour. This one.
Is it cold in here? It is a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to see you.
I got to get a beer from the fridge. Hold on.
Do you want this one? There.
No, I got one in the fridge.
This side
And here's me drinking green tea and koala
This is
coffee.
Carl. We call him Greasy Belcher. It's his like writer's name.
Yep.
And so yeah, Greasy.
How are you?
Crissy.
I don't know where the other beer's gone.
It's in there somewhere, man.
Should I start drinking alcohol?
Why not?
I'm just so full. I don't think I can fit beer in. I'll stick to my green tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've changed it to the desk a bit.
Have we?
Yeah. You can have the jukebox there. Or the dolls.
Really?
No, the jukebox is always there. I think the jukebox is here. The dolls are new.
Maybe it's exactly the same.
Yeah, maybe. I think so.
I'm just not as nervous this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing other
Oh,
things.
we were all nervous.
Yeah, please give me you.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good to hear.
Hello. Hello. How are you? Yeah, you too.
Jeez, we talk about you every single episode.
Do you
You
really?
sweat us off our feet, I tell you what. Honestly, enjoy your food.
Okay.
Have a drink.
I haven't
And
listened
just
to those.
What we did last week was exactly the same. Rika and I spoke, and then our mate Yoshi Takeda came.
Oh, yeah.
So the episode was about him. So I just put all this stuff that we've already done at the end of the
Oh,
episode.
no.
So it's like
Yeah, it
Yep.
worked. Yeah.
all right. So here's to you guys. 2018 has it been good? Greasy
Excellent.
Belcher, tell us
It's been
about
good.
Tell us about Ireland, mate. Can you tell me? Because I think one of the last
is
times
cold.
you just arrived back. Tell me again, because I every time I tell people about your stories, walking into pubs with a whole family. I told it only 3 days ago, where I guess it's cold because I know nothing about this. It's cold, so you go into like a stone pub, and everyone's there every night. You end up drinking and singing.
Yeah.
Do they have shit like pokies and downer stuff? Because I know every gig I do now has huge TV screens that ruin.
Yeah, no. I mean, there are pubs like that for sure, but pub that my mum goes to, man, they don't have any pokies, but it was like drinking in a shipping container on the mines. There was no windows. It just felt like a metal box, and no pokies or anything like that. But you go in there one night, and there was guys, and they brought their own roulette wheel. Just plonked it on the bar, and we're just spinning the roulette wheel. And then they went the other night, and they had a massive poker game going, like, you know, with like a green felt laid out on the pub table, and they're all playing for cash.
It's totally cool.
It's illegal.
Illegal, but you know.
But there are women at the bar going, "Oh, Lord, I'll have one of this," and the barman goes, "Sorry, can't give you one of that." "Oh yeah, when you got a fucking illegal game going on here," and boom, they just get what they want. It's pretty rough.
But can you explain it to me, like, and relate it to somewhere on the Gold Coast? So my say nearest pub would be at home would be the Currumbin Creek Tavern, like a typical
Yeah.
Aussie. You got the pokey room there.
Yeah.
You got the public area there, which is just filled with fishermen and you know. Then you got the sports bar there, which is filled with other fishermen.
No, in Ireland, you'll have a pub will typically be 2 rooms. One will be the lounge, one will be the bar, you know. And when you go into the bar, you might have a big screen with the match on it, but everyone in the pub's watching it because it's one game that everyone wants to see. It's big football culture. And in the bar, you go in the bar, and it's a quarter of the size, and it's full of old men, and there's no women in there, and they're just sitting there watching horse racing and smoking, which they can't do anymore, but that's the way it used to be. You know, it's just a smoky old man's place that you wouldn't want to be caught dead in.
So
Where do
like
you-
our TABs, like when
The
smoking
TAB
is-
section. Oh yeah. Where do people eat then?
Only in posh country pubs. You know what I mean? You might have country pubs, so you might go somewhere like near the Phoenix Park in Dublin. You got the Halfway House, and that's a country style pub on the what used to be the outskirts of the city.
So you don't have pub meals.
Well, they do pub meals on a Sunday, you know.
Yeah, but not at your local one.
Well, now it's See, I'm talking from memory of 20 years ago. It's getting completely cosmopolitan now, like you wouldn't believe. We were in Temple Bar and we went and ordered like oyster soup, you know, clam chowder.
la-di-da.
That's what I mean.
Right.
In the middle of Temple Bar, we were like, "What the hell?" There's an
Meanwhile, it's
oyster bar.
frozen out of some Chinese
You know?
packet.
We couldn't believe it. So Dublin's getting I won't go on about Dublin all night, but it's getting really good.
I actually want to know.
Oh.
You have no idea, because ever since I've been hooked on Guinness,
Yes, yeah.
and I see pictures of you on Instagram there, like, here I am